When his son reported to him that the lecturer had turned down a sum of money, the father accompanied his son to see the lecturer on the university campus. Let's listen to the story entitled The University Lecturer. This is his car. He must be in his office, Stephen remarked, giggling and pointing to an old car parked as he led his father to Dr. Tu's office. This old car? Mr. Marshall remarked and added, "You don't mean it?" Mr. Marshall kept wondering, why didn't the lecturer collect the money to buy a new and better car or use the money for something else? Is he different from the other lecturers I've been hearing of collecting money from students with the aim of helping them have access to exam questions? Mr. Marshall told Stephen to wait outside while he went to see the lecturer. "Good morning, Dr. Tu." "Thank you," Mr. Marshall said, taking his seat. "Good morning, Mr. Marshall. How may I help you?" the lecturer responded, smiling. Mr. Marshall, with a serious demeanor, immediately stated, "Stephen, my son, told me you rejected a huge sum of money he offered you in order for you to allow him to have access to the questions for the impending end of semester exams. I didn't believe it, so I've come to find out why you rejected such a huge sum of money." "Stephen is right," Dr. Tu confirmed and added, "I told him no amount of money could buy my never-dying soul for which Jesus died. When this life is over, I want my soul to meet him in heaven." Dr. Tu, Mr. Marshall, wanting to make sure whether the lecturer meant his words or wanted a higher amount, said, lowering his voice, "I'll make the amount 500,000 Ghana cedis. Is that a deal?" Dr. Tu kept silent, thinking, this amount can do a lot. For example, buy myself a brand new car and a better one, of course. However, I'm convinced of the charge I have towards the God who sent his son to the cross to die to save a wretch like me. I have to do everything to glorify his name. In that case, I may be able, God willing, to save my soul that will never die and make it fit for heaven when this life is over. No, I will not be overcome by this temptation. He silently recited the first stanza of his motivation hymn, "A Child to Keep I Have," in Songs of the Church, numbered 8. A child to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky. Mr. Marshall, the lecturer finally responded, "Even if you gave me the whole world, I would still not accept your offer. Stephen would easily pass my course if he studied hard. I'd rather you and Stephen accepted Jesus Christ so that, God willing, you will join me to see Jesus on that day. Will you do that?" Mr. Marshall did not respond to the lecturer's question, which he took to be a rhetorical one. He wondered, "I've heard on many occasions that unscrupulous lecturers have been aiding and abetting students who pass their courses. I didn't believe Stephen's rare narrative, but now I've had my answer. Dr. Tu, you're a real Christian. Our country needs lecturers of your type." "Thanks, Doc," he said, shaking his hand. "I'm really impressed. I'll be in touch." Thus informed, Mr. Marshall left the lecturer's office, delighted and determined to talk to Stephen, who had been very rebellious towards him for some time. "Dr. Tu," Mr. Marshall said, showing the four-wheel drive car to the lecturer, saying, "This is to say thank you for saving not only your never-dying soul, but also the soul of Stephen and that of mine. Stephen has agreed to accept Jesus Christ through baptism into his life and has promised to study hard to pass the end of semester exams and other subsequent ones. Thank you very much, Mr. Marshall, Dr. Tu responded, adding, To God be the glory. I didn't expect this. I was only doing my master's work. Dr. Tu kept singing the first stanza of his favorite hymn while driving home in his new car that evening. A child to keep I have, a God to glorify, an ever dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky.